The Spokane Chiefs have had a great season to this point, finishing as the second best team in the Western Conference. A big reason why has been the growth and maturation of 19-year-old Captain Berkly Catton. Since I can't ice skate, well, I invited Berkly to the air hockey table to chat about his career and this banner season. When would you say you got your first pair of skates?
Oh, before I was even born, probably. But I remember my first pair of time skating was like 2 or 3 years old, so I could barely even walk yet.
Talk to me a little bit about coming to Spokane. I know you probably had some college offers, some things like that.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to start your pro career and come play here in Spokane?
I don't know. I think there was lots of things. Obviously, there's lots of people from Saskatoon that have played here in Spokane, and just kind of talking with them and how great it was. And, I always kind of wanted to go the Western League route, so that was kind of the two biggest things. Then obviously looking at the crowds and stuff and how amazing of a place this is, it was kind of a no-brainer.
It kind of seemed like, with the Memorial Cup around the corner, this was the year that Matt wanted to see you guys really get to that next level. What's kind of the pressure being the captain when that's kind of put on you and your team this year?
Yeah, I think kind of going back to the start of the training camp there, seeing the NHL players and how good they are, and then trying to implement some of that back here into my game, and even for the young guys here, and to kind of pass some of that knowledge on. It's been great, but credit to Matt for putting us in that situation, but also credit to us for playing ourselves in that situation. And from the start of the year right till now, we've been awesome. So being a leader on this team isn't too hard because everyone leads.
And talk to me about this top line. I think all of you guys are in the top 10 in the league in scoring. What's it like playing with these guys on a night-to-night basis?
Yeah, it's like, we all get our own accolades or whatever from this year, but we all help each other out in that way too. I think we all complement each other very well. A little bit of everything, Shay's gritty, can make plays. Andrew has the ability to slow down the game, and I can bring the speed. So we have a little bit of everything, and that works out really well. And I think ever since, maybe not the first game we kind of got lit up, but the second game on, we've kind of been really good. So I just got to keep it up and keep learning off each other and building.
And then talk to me a little bit about becoming captain this year and just, taking that extra step in your development and your leadership, what that's been like for you.
Yeah, I think, being a leader is something I take lots of pride in, and, that was kind of my goal this year, I think, was to be the captain of this team, and, coming in here and getting named. It's different too with a whole new kind of coaching staff and everything, so even for them to see that in me right away, I, took lots of pride in that. And then again, just leading by example, trying to be the hardest worker on the ice every day, and that's kind of how I lead.
Talk to me about this new coaching staff. What's it been like learning their play style and kind of adapting to them? Yeah,
I think with Brad, he's been in the NHL for like 20 years with coaching and playing, so having that kind of knowledge is pretty special. And always just, if you ever have a question, just to relay it off him, and he wants us to all play in the NHL as soon as possible, and that's how he's coaching us. So we've learned a lot from him this year, and I think you can see it in our team even how much better we've gotten all around.
What's it going to take to make a deep run? You got your first taste of it last year. What can you do this year to make it a deeper run this year?
Yeah, when you're there, you got to cherish it, right? Like, and we've had guys with Shay and even Brad, they were on the same team there when they won the league in Edmonton, and so they know what it takes, and it's just, every night matters. Like, you can't take off nights, and you're playing every other night. So just playing not always the most complicated hockey, just simple hockey, wearing teams down, and we know we have a super skilled team, so use that to our advantage and, just hopefully roll through these playoffs.
The Chiefs and Victoria Royals will play Game 3 of their second round series tomorrow night in Vic. The puck drops at 7:05.